greeting. And what it means is, so existence, according to my worldview, existence in my worldview has four parts to it. Everything seems to have like four parts to it. There's like a pattern in things. So in the current age that we're in, it's the age of ignorance. It's the age of ignorance. Mananda Janam Gwaya, which means it's not the eyes that are blind, but the mind is blind. We don't want to see certain things, and we want to see certain things. And we live in this illusion. And this illusion that we live in, we identify with it. We say, this is who I am. So some people call it a persona, personality, ego, the many different names, self-image. And this self-image then has certain beliefs, it has certain ideas, and these are all fed from outside. And as a result, we live by this impression. And it's easy to control and to manipulate that impression. And now we're starting to feel the effects of that, which has been going on to the extent that now it's quite intense. So anxiety, insecurity, fear, concern, all of these emotions are far more prevalent now than they were, say, 6 months ago or 12 months ago. Not just that, but there's now another part, which is that every day another layer drops, another bit drops, and you think, it can't be happening. The world can't be going through this. You know, what is going on? And there's a level of unknowingness, uncertainty. Now let's define it as just stress. Okay? Just stress. We're all familiar with stress. Let's just define it with stress. If you maintain stress over a period of time, what is the fruit of that? What happens as a result of it? Does anyone know?
Illness, physical illness.
Including post-traumatic stress disorder. At the moment, we're not seeing it, but we will begin to see it. So it's important now that while everything feels a little bit anxious and a little bit more volatile, that the awakening that we are going through, and it's an awakening, whether we like it or not, it is, and you're awakening to two things. So one, we feel that we are awakening to the world of illusion and, oh man, we thought these were this and this was this, and it just turns out to be the whole thing, just hoax after hoax after hoax, and we've just been taken for a ride. So we wake up to that. But what we're really waking up to is every time you sit in your meditation, is that you wake up to that peace, that safety, that security, that tranquility that you are. And the more we identify with that, the more we identify with that, the more we will awaken, not just to what we are, etc., but we will awaken to a different reality. See, what you see out there is phenomenon. It's phenomenon, meaning it's something that's changing. Doesn't matter what it is. It's something that's changing. Boris is changing, Trump is changing, today is changing, you're changing up. The whole thing is a process of change. Phenomenon. If we are waiting for that to calm down so we can feel at peace, it ain't going to happen. Not for a while. So we can't rely on that which is outside to provide us peace. We have to cultivate it for ourselves. And in doing so, yes, mental health, emotional health, stable. But more importantly, you prevent post-traumatic stress and you will prevent physical illness. And what's important now, and I'm saying this and it's being recorded, so I'm sure someone will pull me up on this sooner or later, is that the impact of the continuous stress on young people is significant to the point that it could have a huge detrimental impact on traumatizing a whole generation. And hence, it then depends on people, what do you want to do in life? Well, if you were awake to yourself, then perhaps you can help others along the way. So what life is like this, right? If I'm at peace, I'm bothered if the world is burning. Not my problem. Is that my problem? Is that my problem that autumn is coming? Is it my problem? No. The world always changes. That's just the way it is. But the fact that it doesn't change according to my preferences causes me great distress, like all of us. So, to step back is not just about stepping back from the stress, but more importantly, is now waking up to your own divinity. And I choose that word with care. I choose that word with care. Your own divinity, your own sacredness. Owning, if, for example, let's say that, all right, let's take a neutral figure, we can take a religious figure, we can take a politician. Say the one that you most admired, Dalai Lama, say, whatever, walked in here, how would you treat him? With respect. How do you treat yourself? Not with the same respect, I'm afraid. It's taking that ownership, accepting it. You know what? Accepting it. Actually, it is. And if you accept it, it becomes your reality. And it's not far from the truth, as you discover in this process. So it's not clinging on to anything outside, because you can't. None of it's going to give you security or safety. None of it. So cultivate that inside. Awaken to your own space. Awaken to your own sacredness. But then it also manifests into something else. So what? So you're sacred. So what's the big deal? Yeah? So what? But there is a so what, which is, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? What is your measure of success? What will be your measure of success? Will it be, I did the best I could for myself and for the other? Or will it be, I've got a bank balance? Or will it be, these are the number of tablets I took in my life? Have to ask ourselves. Life is a very precious commodity. And humanity at the moment is going through a redefinition. It's redefining itself. It doesn't know what it is now, because that illusion of control is gone. The illusion of life goes one day. Doesn't ask you. No, coronavirus didn't say, oh, by the way, I'm coming. You ready? No. Life is like that. So by mindfulness, meditation is not just about feeling chilled out. That's just sideline. That's just by the by. You'll get that. But you want to be up still. That's what you want, because the life around you will keep moving. Because if you move with it, you will lose yourself And end of life, you will look at it and say, what the hell was I playing at? Life is a game, nothing to win, but play well. But know the rules. And the thing is, no one tells you the rules. That's the secret. That's the secret. You're born in this. Did any of you choose this birth? Oh, by the way, I'm going to come here. No. I'm going to have mom and dad. No. This culture, this country, this place, da da da. No. No one. Have to look at life for what it is, not what you think it is or what you've been told. And if we connect to that rare opportunity, how lucky are you to be the speck of dust that knows it's here in this infinite universe? I mean, how lucky are you? What did you do to deserve it? What would you pay for it? Is there a price for it? Then you realize, yeah, there is something special about me. I'm alive. I'm alive. And that's enough. You don't need no prayer. You don't need nothing. You just need, I'm alive. Just recognize that, own it. But you're alive, you have intention, and you're able to do things. So acceptance of ourselves, beyond all the mental stuff and the emotional stuff that we go through, beyond all of that, beyond the body, we realize that there is this awareness in us that experiences peacefulness, tranquility, or whatever. Yeah, but these qualities are yours. You experience them. I experience them. And sometimes they're very deep and sometimes they're very shallow. But they are all health-inducing. And as we begin to make this our seat, that's what I'm about. As we make this, trust develops. Trust life. Life knows what it's doing. Always has done. Always will do. Doesn't need to ask you. Yeah, we get a bit worried about it, that we're going to save the world. No. It knows what it's doing. We get out of control, it'll slap us down, as it's doing now. Just the way it goes. Too many rats, it becomes a plague. Got to get rid of them. Humanity at the moment is like a virus, a plague. Anything it touches, it poisons. The water, the atmosphere, so the earth will balance itself. And if humanity is wiped out, so what? So what? What's it got to do with you? Live your life. Too busy saving everyone else. Got to save ourselves first. And first point of reference is where you are, who you are. Then you will realize that all this phenomena around you is just as divine. Because look at the colors. Look at the variety of life. Look at the expanse of life. See it for what it is. Which artist painted it? How do you come up with the movements? How do you get everything engineered? And you realize, wow, it's a magic show. And I'm part of that magic. Don't need to believe anything. Don't need an external savior. Don't need a God. Don't need anything. Because you are it. You are it. We all are. Everything is. Even the ones that think they're not, they're still it. So once we begin to recognize this expanse and the experience that we are all within and in, and it's happening now, well, that's the process of your healing. That's the process of your empowerment. That's the process of you reclaiming who you are. Because someone has to. Someone has to. And now we're in such a state that you're going to have to stand up. Everyone's going to have to stand up for their truth and say, now, I don't accept that. I don't have to harm you. I don't have to hurt you. Neither do you have to do the same to me, but I don't accept it. We can discuss things. We're human beings. We can discuss things. Right? Doesn't mean that because your worldview is different from mine, that you're right and I'm wrong, or you're wrong and I'm right. No, it doesn't mean that. Everyone's point of view is their point of view. And what they used to do back in the day, they're doing the same now. Before, it was priests in their garb who told the world, this is the truth. What I'm telling you is the truth. What you feel, what you experience is not the truth. The word is the truth. That's the way it was. Now we've exchanged the priest for scientists. So religion has been replaced by scientism, where we worship the word of the scientist. We worship unquestioned. Unquestioned. And this is where we fall in the same trap again. We fall in the same trap. We move from this kind of believers to that kind of believers. No. Got to think for yourself. There's more to you than any comprehension you have. And this whole process of meditation, mindfulness, becoming aware of yourself, is a process of reclaiming that. It's not gone anywhere. It's never going to go anywhere. If you don't learn it this time, you'll have to come and learn it next time. And if you don't, then the time after that. Until you learn. Once you learn, it's, oh, what's that? But that's a lot. Trust me. Yeah? So, I think I've rambled on enough, as usual. So what am I leaving you with? I'm leaving you with recognizing that experience that you're having within your meditation. And when you have that experience, look at its qualities. Start acknowledging its qualities. Level of peace, tranquility, safety. Of course, the mind will come in now and then and tell you this, that, the other, but you can learn to ignore that over time. But recognize that. And out of that, your healing, health, well-being, sovereignty, all of that will take birth. And the more we do it, the better we get at it. Yeah? Enough? Enough. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So are we ready to start? So usual, get yourself into a nice posture. So posture's back is straight and upright. Just move your neck a little bit so you don't feel a bit stiff. And your eyes are closed and your mouth is closed. As you breathe in, bring your focus to yourself. Notice the sensation or the sense of your body as best as you can. See if you can take the whole body, sense the whole body. Your intention is simply to become present to yourself. Your intention is to be present to yourself. So you become a present to your body first, the sensations. So bring your focus now to notice how the chair supports you. So just take a moment to locate yourself in space. So wherever you are seated right now is the only place you can be. It's the only place you can be. You can think of other places, but you can't be that physically. So we acknowledge the physical presence, which is on a chair or a seat wherever you are. And then you notice how you are held in place. The air that surrounds you, the space that surrounds you, everything that's around you, and the earth beneath you, you're supported. You're held in place. You're held in place. Bring your focus now to the sensations where the chair makes contact with your body. As you breathe in, bring this focus upwards, becoming aware of your hips, your pelvis, and then next breath out, become aware of your thighs as best as you can, allowing your awareness to just drift down your thighs. From your knees, move your focus down to your ankles. Notice your feet. Notice the soles of your feet. Again, as best as you can. No thinking, no commentary, just the sensations. Bring your focus back to the chair. Again, notice that you are held in space, held in place. As you breathe in, bring your focus upward so you now become aware of your lower back. So this is a deliberate attempt to notice what's happening within yourself. Next breath in. Bring this focus up towards your middle back. Notice the chest. Notice as the breath comes in, this part of the body changes, it moves. And as the breath goes out, it moves. Just notice the movement first. And then notice the sensations. Now bring your focus a little bit further up to your shoulder blades. Normally there are some sensations here that are a bit dominant. Just notice them. Coming to your shoulders, move your focus to your elbows. From your elbows, move your focus to your wrists. Becoming aware of the palms of your hands, the fingers on your hands. See if you can take your focus to the nails on your hands. Bringing your awareness to your face. Notice your eyes. Notice the fact that you have awareness of the darkness or whatever you can see. Notice the awareness that you can see. Maybe just darkness, but you can see darkness. That's how you know darkness is there. Becoming aware of that awareness, allow your eyes to relax and soften a bit if you can. Bringing your focus to your mouth, notice your tongue. Allow your tongue to soften. Notice the sensations on the roof of your mouth. Notice the sensations inside the cheeks. As you breathe out, allow your face to relax. Using your focus of your breath, as you breathe in, become aware of your body once again, as best as you can. Notice what your mind is doing. What kind of thoughts are you having or have you had? Take an opportunity to notice what's going on within your mind, if anything. Bring your focus to your chest. Notice how you feel now. How does this moment feel for you? Do you feel settled or do you feel unsettled? Is this moment enough or is there something missing? On your next breath out, gently opening your awareness and begin to listen to the sounds around you. Listening. And if you find there are some thoughts, listen to them. Just listening to them. Listening. Listening. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose. Begin to watch your breath. Your intention now is to hold your focus just beneath your nose. Allow the breath to breathe by itself. And all you want to notice at this stage is the breath coming in, the breath going out. Using a little bit of effort to hold your focus. When it gets distracted, either by thinking or my voice, notice the distraction, come back to your breath. Notice that the breath breathes by itself. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Now bring your focus and notice the start of your in-breath and the end of your in-breath, the start of your out-breath and the end of your out-breath, as best as you can. Noticing the start of your in-breath, end of your in-breath, start of your out-breath, end of your out-breath, as best as you can. Start, end of your in-breath, start, end of your out-breath. Now follow your out-breath all the way till the end. And notice that little pause at the end of your out-breath before the in-breath begins. Allowing your breath to breathe by itself. Following your out-breath all the way till the end. Now bring your focus to how you're breathing, how the breath feels. First, notice if the breath feels fast or slow. How does it flow? Does it feel fast or does it feel slow? If it's fast, no need to make it slow. If it's slow, no need to make it fast. Things are the way they are. Does your breath feel long or does it feel short? Is your in-breath the same length as your out-breath? Does your breath feel smooth or does it feel rough? Does your breath feel cold or does it feel warm? Does your breath have a sound? Stay with your breath. Trying to listen to the in breath as it comes in, trying to listen to the out breath as it goes out. On your next breath out, once again opening your awareness to all the sounds around you. Just listening. So you're not looking for the sounds, you're not seeking them out, you're just simply lecting like a receiver, allowing them to come to you. Listening. And you'll use that listening to follow this bell. Listening. Once again, just following the sound of the bell as best as you can. Once again, just using the bell. Notice the silence at the end of the bell. Bring your focus to your experience as best as you can. Notice how the body feels. What qualities are present in your experience? Does it feel calm? Does it feel peaceful? Do you feel safe? Does it feel content? Notice that this is a feeling that you're not creating yourself. You're just observing it. The safety, the peace, the self-trust, calmness. You're not creating them. They're already within you. So again, we're just using the bell to just move towards the silence and just take note of these qualities. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose and just sit with your breath. The breath breathes by itself. The whole world around you revolves by itself. Yet you sit still, watching the breath move in, watching the breath move out. Stay with your breath. On your next breath out, gently expand your awareness, becoming aware of your whole body as best as you can. Notice the chair still holds you in place. Notice the sensations where the chair makes contact with your body. You can sense your thighs. You can sense your knees all the way down to your ankles. And you can sense the floor on the soles of your feet. Your back is still straight and upright. Your shoulders, arms, and hands are relaxed and comfortable. Your eyes are still closed. Your mouth is still closed. Your face is still relaxed. Bring your focus just beneath your nose. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw a few deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Enjoy the silence before the bell.